He followed a woman into the elevator and immediately started groping her. The woman elbowed him away, and when the doors opened, she walked out confidently. After she left, the elevator suddenly malfunctioned. No matter how many buttons he pressed, the elevator wouldn't budge. He started hearing strange sounds from outside and began banging on the elevator door for help, but nobody responded. He started trying to pry open the elevator doors, using every ounce of strength he had to get the inner layer open, then worked on the outer doors. He managed to create a small gap but couldn't get it any wider. He had no idea the elevator's safety lock was engaged. He shouted toward the door, but the office outside was dead silent with no response, only empty echoes coming back. He tried to squeeze through the gap, but his large frame wouldn't fit. Just then his phone rang. It was his wife saying someone was pounding hard on their front door. Since he was trapped in the elevator, he told his wife to lock all the doors and windows, call the police, and hide. He then called a friend and asked him to check on his wife. 4 hours later, a group of people started running frantically outside the elevator doors. Suddenly, a woman collapsed right there. It was the same woman from that morning. She kept begging him for help, wanting to get inside, but something seemed to be dragging her away. They grabbed each other's hands tightly, but she was eventually pulled away by some force. The man was completely stunned. He was breathing heavily, working up the courage to see what was happening outside. He slowly approached the elevator doors and saw two grotesque little creatures. They were shrieking, completely out of their minds, frantically trying to squeeze inside, but the elevator opening was too small for them to get through. Then he heard a sound from behind. The creatures were drawn away by the noise. His phone suddenly rang. It was his friend on the way to check on his wife. The friend said the streets were complete chaos, like some major disaster had happened, and the roads were blocked. Suddenly, there was a scream from the other end, and the signal cut out. The elevator's intercom suddenly crackled to life. It was the building maintenance crew. He frantically called out for help, but after just a few words, another scream came through the speaker. He had no idea that what was about to happen would be even more terrifying.